This is Najibian village, a place now haunted by the memory of a massacre. Ali Ahmed describes what he saw. It was around 3 at night that they entered the room. They took my uncle out of the room and shot him after asking him, "Where is the Taliban?" My uncle replied that he didn't know. Ahmed said the worst happened next door. Finally, they came to this room and martyred all the children in the room. There was even a 2-month-old baby, he said. Once the shooting stopped, the villagers said some of the dead were piled in a room and set on fire. At daybreak, in the back of trucks, evidence emerged of the burning of bodies and killing of babies. U.S. officials say this was the work of a single soldier acting on his own. Army Staff Sergeant Robert Bales is under arrest, accused in the crime. Most of the villagers say they do not believe the U.S. version. But when it comes to actual eyewitnesses, their stories conflict. One of the young witnesses said he was an American. It was just one person, the boy next to him chimes in. But some adults in the village tell us they have evidence more than one soldier was involved, but none of them have said more than one soldier was firing a weapon. They went through a field of wheat, and there was more than one set of footprints. The villagers have seen them, and signs of knee prints as well. In an exclusive interview, a Taliban commander from the area told CNN, "We don't think that one American soldier was involved in the attack. The foreigners and the puppet regime are blind to the truth of what happened there. But if this was the act of one soldier, we want this soldier to be prosecuted in Afghanistan and according to Islamic law." After the attack, the Taliban suspended initial peace talks with the U.S. He told us the reason was twofold: the burning of Qurans in February by U.S. troops, and he claimed the U.S. rescinded its offer to move 5 Taliban members from Guantanamo Bay prison to Qatar. Our peace talks with the Americans were limited to discuss the prisoner deal, he said, and those promises were not kept by the Americans. But the U.S. State Department said it has not made any decisions on the transfer. Back in the villages of Panjwai district, it isn't peace talks, but justice that's being demanded right now, something the U.S. has repeatedly promised will be done. In the streets and in the Afghan presidential palace, anger and skepticism reign. So far, 3 protests have erupted in the last week, with calls for justice and death to America. If you speak with everyday Afghans about what happened at Panjwai, they are outraged about the massacre and even more furious that the U.S. soldier accused in the case has been sent back to America. But so far, we've not seen the kind of massive, angry protests we saw after U.S. troops mistakenly burned Qurans. Some people are worried that tensions are building. No one's sure what might happen next. Sarah Seidner, CNN, Kabul, Afghanistan.